Final race then, race number 11. It's a Class 2 over the 1,400 metres, headed by Rivet. It gets back up from the 1,000 metres last time to this 1,400-metre trip. Sam Clibber in the saddle once more from barrier 7. Fast Most Furious on a hat-trick. He's won his last two at Happy Valley. Ratan, 8th in the Derby behind Ping Hai Star. First up since then. Regency Bobo, Speed from barrier 11. Oisin Murphy in the saddle. Turin Red Star, last up win on the all-weather. Got Dragon General, tries the course and distance for the first time. Dance the Dragon, another one up from the 1,000 to the 1,400 metres. He's the one for us, last start course and distance winner. And Irish Vega makes his Hong Kong debut. He was group placed in Australia. So we've had a look at, or we've come back to the touchscreen here, John. Few more horses to play with this time, but likely leader probably Regency Bobo.
Yes, generally speaking, that's the way he runs, and he will do so again, you would have thought. This fella's interesting. He's the one for us. Obviously, he's going to be the likely favourite. He gets out of the gates very quickly. He has done in his 2 starts so far, so he should be able to position up quite well. Though he probably don't want to get too close to Regency Bobo in the early stages. Circuit Hassler, he ran well going forward not so long ago. He has actually gone back in his races and run well over this sort of trip too. But I think they will be going a good gallop, and it might set it up for 1 or 2 in behind. Yeah,
and they might spread out a little bit further that way as well. Jolly wouldn't want to be that far out. What have you seen, Brett?
Let's have a look at the horses that are in form, starting firstly with Fast Most Furious, who's won his last 2, both been at Happy Valley. Now he's going to head to Sha Tin, where he's had the 3 starts, hasn't been able to place, but he hasn't been there in the form that he's in currently. So moving along nicely. Let's look at Ratan. I know John's going to make a case for him on a price scenario as maybe a long shot for the day. He's working well. He's 11.41 pound, so he's right about his right body weight. He's had, obviously, a freshen up since the run in the 4-year-old series. He's the one for us, just sat in behind Unicron Jewellery here, still progressing nicely. He's pretty much close to 100%. He's obviously around 1,100 pounds, but he's quite a tall, lean type, so I don't think it'll take too much to get him spot on. He's had the 2 runs. He's pretty close. All
right, we've got a fair bit of form to work through here, so we'll start off with a number of them coming out of this race, along with Apollo's Choice. He fared best, finishing in 3rd place. Kobe Boy was the winner.
He was. This is a very good race. The horse down there on the rail in the blue sleeves and the yellow primarily, Shanghai Chi. Now, he's come up the early favourite, former Italian galloper who ran quite a good race here at his debut. He was able to run 22.73 final 400. Obviously, just blew up a little bit, but this is a good competition from him. World record charged on late. Turin Red Star's obviously going well too, but won on the dirt last start. It's those 3 you can make a case for me.
Yeah, you certainly can, and world records in the race in which Regency Bobo will definitely set a strong pace. He'll be there or thereabouts at the finish.
All right, I think this is possibly the toughest race on the programme. Fast Most Furious on a hat-trick. Back to Sha Tin, though. He's an $11 chance at the moment.
Yeah, it's a big price, isn't it? There's no way he'll be that sort of quote, I wouldn't have thought. But the 2 wins have been at the Valley. They've been pretty good. The first one was good. This one was exceptional. He laid in a little bit there and he came from well back. Just oozed a little bit of class, didn't he, really? Now he's going to come, John, to the track with a bigger, spacious track and a longer stretch, which should suit him.
Yep, it's a very competitive race. I've got 1 or 2 probably bigger prices ahead of him, but he'll run well.
OK, all right, that's Fast Most Furious up in class as well. He's the one for us, was a winner last time out and landed the Quinella of the Millennium as well on this occasion. Not by far, but he won.
He certainly did. On both occasions, he's quickened off a relatively slow tempo. They're going to be going a bit quicker on Sunday afternoon, but I think that'll probably suit him anyway. Look how far the first 3 in this race in the end pull away. Obviously, Win Beauty wins at a horse going places. The pair of them are for next season, definitely. Roundabouts a very solid form. Guide as well, they're in for 3rd, and I think he's the one for us from a good gate with Moreira aboard lightweight. He's going to be tough to beat.
I like the way Win Beauty challenged him there, and he just kept finding a little bit more signs of a horse that knows what racing's about and wants to win.
All right, he's the one for us, Moreira and Size. About Irish Vega, so he's here on debut. They've found a pretty hot race to make his first start in.
Yeah, former Australian galloper who comes in on a rating of 80. Won a maiden and then performed quite well in a Group 3 prior to coming to Hong Kong. This is a red-hot race, isn't it, to start off with? He is rated 80, so he's actually a horse that could have been at the top of Class 3. They've opted for the bottom of Class 2 for his debut. There's a HAB involved if he can win in this grade, so that potentially might be the reason why. Having said that, he is a 3-year-old, so he's probably got another season to try and obtain that too. This is very hot. I'd be surprised.
He's having a good season, isn't he, old Lope de Vega, as a sire here in Hong Kong, and that's another one of his.
All right, we watch him with interest. Rattan's had a pretty good season, a bit of a freshen-up since the Derby as well. Let's hear from his trainer, Richard Gibson.
Richard, Rattan is his first run since the Derby on Sunday. He's been back to the trials. How have the last few months been with him?
Yeah, it was always an intention to give him a really good break. And, he freshens up very quickly, actually. So he trialled so well the other day, we thought I'd throw him in the deep end and give him a spin.
Was the 4-year-old series perhaps just that bridge too far? Had a great season. Was those horses just a bit strong for him?
Yeah, I wasn't, that's why I didn't get too excited on Derby Talk intentionally, because I didn't see him at that level. But, I think he can be a Class 2 horse.
There you go. He's certainly a player. Looked very good at the start of the season, Brett. Slightly surprised about the market at the moment. It looks open to me.
It does, yeah, but there's obviously a bit of confidence around for Shang Bai Chi. I have to look down to see how that's pronounced every time. That'll be highlighted in the race book come race 11, I can assure you. He's the one for us. Looks a very, very nice type going forward. He's got good barrier, lighter weight, fast, most furious. His efforts at the Valley have been fantastic. Rattan going in fresh. Dances with Dragon, gets another spot in there. I'm going to go wide here. I'm going to bank of the 13 in a trio and throw in 2, 4, 7, 9. The 9, Shang Bai Chi, will go in because he's come up early favourite. Some support for him, obviously. So 13 for me.
Yep, it's a rip-roaring race to finish with. Really like he's the one for us, though. I think he's a horse who will be leaving this class behind in the fullness of time. He's got a lightweight here on this particular occasion. The faster they go out in front, and they will go quickly here, I reckon, with the presence of Regency Bobo, will mean that world record will be staying on strongly. Rattan's 3 runs at 1400 have all been off a strong pace, and he's always rattled home. I think he's a very big price if he's still double figures tomorrow. He's definitely an each-way play in the race too. And Regency Bobo in there for 4th. He often goes quick out in front, but he often hangs around as well. He's a really very commendable horse, and he'll not be too far away either.
All right, fast, most furious for me there in the last. We get straight into the stats for the weekend, and it's Francis Loy and Douglas White. Right?
Yeah, their record is pretty hot, isn't it? First 3 strike rate of 55% from the 20 times they've combined this season. Happy Sebring, race 6, the one to watch. He was impressive winner last start. Top weight to carry, but based on that performance, he's right in it.
Yeah, born in China as well, they've got. But best bets?
Fabulous one. On an each-way basis, I think he'll skirt to the front. Been moving beautifully in the mornings and might be able to sneak over the line. And race 2, number 8, Lightning Treasure for Alberto Senna. Blinkers on, better barrier, can improve to 8. My play will be Lucky Hero, Raging Storm, Quinella, race 9. But there's a lot of options to play, Andrew, on the 11 race card.
Yeah, I like Sunny Power as my best in race number 3. Lots in his favour up to the 1600 for the first time. That man Francis Loy training, and that man Zach Purton aboard. And Rattan, I think, will be staying on really strongly off a really quick pace in race number 11. I think he's too big at the moment at a double figure price, and that's the play of the day as well. Rattan world record, and he's the one for us in the last.
All right, for me, it's a Purton power play as far as best bets are concerned. I'm with Zach as well. Sky Melody up to the 1800 metres. I think looks perfect for him. And California Archer, Sam Clifford, a little bit of a freshen up. Recent trials have looked very good. He's about $20 early stages. Race 9, number 6, I should say. Work around him as well. Raging Storm, Patch Baby on debut, and California Archer QQP. All right, that is Champion's and Chater Cup Day just about done with. And the big man will be back as well. He's been on special assignment overseas. Yeah, like many of the jockeys, he'll be flying in overnight for the arrival of the 11 race card. Yes, it'd be good to have him back and see what he's got for us. But 5 to go around in the feature, potentially a tactical battle. It will be a hot day again tomorrow, Sha Tin, according to the Bureau. Yeah, there's been a little bit of rain around, but regardless, it's not going to make much difference to the ground. You wouldn't have thought so. Early start, though, 12:30. Don't be late. All right, I've forgotten about that, actually, with the Griffins as well. Yeah. Just as well John reminded you. Excellent. All right, that's the show. Thanks for watching on behalf of Brett, John and the rest of the team. Hopefully we'll see you out at Sha Tin on Sunday when we'll be racing to win. Goodbye.